Hello everyone, Riley here with the T-Storm Chasers. We will jump into our weather video in just a moment, but first here is a word from our friends at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good morning everyone. Today is Thursday, March 26, 2026, and let's dive into our video, taking a look at our regional map. And as you can see, we do have some activity on the radar picture. Let's start up north. We have some snow up here in northwestern South Dakota, up towards the Buffalo, Lemon areas, and up towards Mulbridge. There is some snow that is currently going on. All of this activity moving in a southeasterly direction. Some of the snow will be entering the Aberdeen area as we go throughout the next couple of hours. As you can see there, this snow activity is up kind of around the South Dakota-North Dakota border right now, and it extends into Minnesota, central Minnesota near Fergus Falls. And then there is some light rain showers, some very light activity. In fact, a lot of this is not really even hitting the ground. It's mainly at cloud level. We're seeing some activity on the radar picture. So that is currently what we have going on in terms of the radar. Now let's look at temperatures, and we are definitely cooler than where we've been the past couple of days. Have a look at some of these numbers. We're at 39 degrees in Sioux Falls. We're at 27 though in Aberdeen. So we're in the 20s up north. We're at 25 in Mulbridge, 28 in Faith, and 28 in Buffalo. Now 37 out in Rapid City, 34 in Pierre, 37 in Winter. Now, going down into Nebraska, and you notice it is quite a bit warmer. We're at 52 in O'Neill, 55 in North Platte. We're at 63 in Grand Island. Look at some of these numbers in southeastern Nebraska. We're at 70 in Omaha, 81 in Beatrice at the noon hour. So we are seeing some extreme warm weather, for 11:30 noon hour. That is pretty warm. I mean, we're talking 70s and 80s right now. 72 in Des Moines. We're at 57 in Fort Dodge, 54 in Mason City. So you can really see the cutoff. It's really down here in eastern Nebraska into central Iowa. It's kind of the cutoff. Ahead of the cold front, we're seeing temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Behind the cold front, we're seeing temperatures much cooler. Up into Minnesota, we're at 48 in Minneapolis, 37 in Wilmer, 52 in Rochester, 54 in Mankato. So some places are quite a bit warmer and some places are quite a bit colder. I mean, look at this temperature contrast. You have 81 in Beatrice, Nebraska, and you have 25 degrees in Mulbridge. So because of that temperature contrast, the clashing zone, the clashing of the air masses, we're looking at severe weather east of us, out here into eastern Iowa, into Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. They are expected to see a severe weather outbreak today. Okay, so let's look at the future radar trends. And you can see this is the current picture right now. As we play out the rest of today, we are expecting to see some rain showers in Iowa. Now, some thunderstorm development is going to be found across Iowa later today into Illinois and then move east. Now, on the back side of this system, there could be some snow up in northwestern South Dakota yet this afternoon. So something to keep an eye on there. Maybe even Rapid City and the Black Hills could get some snow as well. But this is very light activity. This is all expected to be light accumulation, if any at all. And then we get a high pressure starting tomorrow, and we are going to dry things out starting tomorrow. And then as we head into your weekend, Saturday looks dry again. So a dry forecast overall. Same thing on Sunday. We're looking at a dry forecast. So this weekend, we're looking at a really nice weather forecast. So hopefully you guys get out and enjoy the nice weather because it is going to get pretty nice out. And then as we head into Monday, once again, another dry day. Now, as we head into Tuesday, there could be some precip scattered throughout the region. Northeast South Dakota, maybe around the Sioux Falls area as well, maybe into southern Minnesota. There could be a area of scattered rain on Tuesday across the region, so something to keep an eye on there. And then as we head into Wednesday, looks like we're gonna dry things out again, and it looks like a system comes in potentially on the 2nd of April. So yesterday, this has changed a lot from the past few days. For the past few days, we were looking at a system potentially on April Fool's Day, and unfortunately, we haven't really gotten much confidence in anything. It looks like the models are different. And it looks like they're showing different things now than it was yesterday. So, we'll see what happens. But it does look like next week is going to be a more active week of weather as we kick off April. There could be a system around the 4th of April moving through the area as well. So something to keep an eye on there. But it does look like, at least through the end of March, we're looking at a dry forecast overall. We're not seeing anything through the end of March. Okay, so let's look at the temperatures for the next several days. Let's go ahead and play this out. Today, we are seeing cooler weather. 30s up north into Aberdeen and Watertown. 40s and 50s for the rest of the region. Sioux Falls will get close to 50, same with Rapid City. Now, south of Sioux Falls into Nebraska and Iowa, we're looking at warmer weather ahead of the cold front as that cold front stalls in Iowa and Nebraska. And as a result, 70s and 80s will be found in those regions well south of us. Now, as we head into tomorrow, we are going to cool things down. We're talking 30s and 40s for daytime highs. Northeast South Dakota into Minnesota, we're seeing temperatures in the 30s for high temperatures, mid-40s for Sioux Falls. So that's even slightly below average for this time of the year. So a lot of these locations are going to be below average for this time of the year, which has been a rarity. We've usually been above average so far this spring. So it does look like we'll see a cool down tomorrow. Now, as we head into Saturday, we are going to start to warm it back up. We're seeing 50s and 60s widespread across the region, and even 70-degree weather returning out west. Rapid City, Pierre into the low 70s, and Nebraska as well. Sioux Falls will be around 60. I think we'll hit 60 on Saturday. Now on Sunday, we are going to continue the warming trend, and we're going to warm into the 60s and 70s across the region. Now, places like Yankton could be close to 80. We could see 80s down into Nebraska, where they're very dry, and Sioux Falls mid-70s for a high. We're looking at a really nice day on Sunday. So hopefully you guys can get out and enjoy this nice weather. And then on Monday, we're going to continue the warm weather, at least for the southern half of the region. Now, the northern half of the region, we're going to be seeing a little bit cooler weather, but still pretty nice for this time of the year. For late March, can't complain. Upper 50s for daytime highs. Now, 60s and 70s across the rest of the region. Sioux Falls will be close to 70, it looks like, on Monday. So another beautiful early spring day. And then on Tuesday, once again, another really nice day out there. So we're going to have some nice days coming up. Hopefully, you guys, I'm sure there's going to be some spring cleaning. A lot of people are going to be enjoying the nice weather. And we're looking at widespread 60s and 70s across the region into Tuesday of next week. And then how about Wednesday of next week? Well, as we play this out, it does look like with a potential system and a potential shakeup in the weather pattern, by next Wednesday, we might cool back down into the 40s and 50s across the area. Mid-50s maybe for Sioux Falls, 40s for Aberdeen, Watertown, even Rapid City. So it does look like, again, we're kind of dealing with more of this temperature roller coaster where, again, cooler today and tomorrow, and then we're going to warm it back up for the weekend and then through early next week, and then we're going to cool back down in the middle part of next week. This is the nature of early spring. This is usually how it goes. Usually we get some warm weather and then we get some cooler weather, and it's just kind of a back and forth battle this time of the year. So that is going to wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like button and drop a comment down below. We want to hear from you guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring those notification bells so you don't miss any of our future videos. And also check us out on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well, so you don't miss any of our content over there. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.